Is scratch off too.
Well,
Do I just
No,
turn
I-
my camera off, or
No, you
like...
keep your camera on.
I
Who
don't
else is
have a
gonna?
camera where I am.
Hold
so
on,
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
changing the thing.
Alright, of course I
Hold
have
on.
mine. I'm gonna buy one for his house.
I have a camera. I'm just not going to use it tonight.
I thought we agreed that Miss
I
Kitty was
don't
gonna
have a
be on your
camera.
camera.
Miss Kitty
And
is.
if I did have a camera, all you see is me laying down on the bed.
Oh look, Puppy,
that's what
did
we
you
want, Jack.
did you just get
Yeah.
gift that for Rog? Rog is now subscribed.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You're now subscribed. Hi everybody, and welcome
Hey.
to episode 2 of season 2 of Spit Roast.
I always get subscriptions to Twitch Thoughts.
Well,
Hell
Puppy
yeah.
got to Twitch Thoughts.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Puppy. Puppy's
Thanks.
helping keeping my addiction alive.
I'm not a Twitch Thought.
Oh,
No.
you're not?
Yeah.
You are, just
You
not a very
could be.
good one.
You're not a very good one. Yeah, you could be if you would just do better. Fuck.
Oh, you
Come
mean like
on.
not wear the bra that I put on specifically for Spit Roast?
You're wearing a bra.
Yeah.
Literally.
Dang, right.
You're wearing a long sleeve right now. Not
It's
even-
Right.
cold. It's
Yeah.
Michigan. It's
No cleaver
fucking
at all.
cold.
Where's my
cleavage.
shoulder action?
You
Yes,
seriously
I'm-
need to take a
I'm
picture.
the reason there
Oh,
was that
look.
rule in school.
Oh my god,
Don't
my
even
shirt is
think.
all wet because I just got out of the shower.
Hmm.
See, I could have a
Wait,
wet
leave it
shirt
wet?
with
Sorry.
no bra. I'm doing the. I'm
Damn.
fucking up this
Wait.
Twitch
Dude,
thought
It's
thing,
not,
guys.
it's not even a white shirt. Like, come on. Let's be realistic here.
It's
It's
great.
okay. I'm not complaining.
We know you're
I
not
wouldn't complain
complaining.
either. I mean, I wouldn't complain either. Wet t-shirt contest?
I have several
No.
complaints. All of them
No
will go
t-shirt
away if there's a
contest?
way.
No t-shirt content. That's how you get banned off Twitch and YouTube that
Who
I'm
wore it
currently streaming
better?
to. Want a
Or
repeat
don't
of the
wear it
disco?
better.
Yes, I do not
Who
want a
wore it better?
repeat of the
Nipples.
disco ball
What the
incident, except for
fuck?
it would be on a bigger scale since this is, you know, online.
Is that Death's new name? Is Nipples?
No.
No, that's her
Death
neighbor's name for her.
Nipples.
Death
Disco
nipples.
nipples.
Disco.
Disco
nipples.
Oh.
There we go.
I mean,
I gotta grab my blanket.
No, the disco
There,
ball
yeah,
is
that's-
it? Disco
that's-
tits. Remember, Val?
no, that's true. Probably
Yeah.
don't need another one of those.
No, I don't need more
Yeah.
people to see my tits.
They're
No.
really nice, but
Yeah, they are really. I want to
There.
select to
Most
see the
of these are.
tits, not just them be
Floppy nipples.
floppy nipples. Who has floppy nipples?
I've
How
seen
come
them.
You have floppy nipples.
I've seen them.
Just the nipple part.
You don't Val,
I'm
you
a
don't remember the
boobologist.
disco?
Are we gonna
Tits,
do it every
isn't it-
episode? Every single
Oh
episode
my
we're gonna
god,
do this
no,
story.
we're not gonna go over this
I know,
again.
fine.
I'll tell you.
I'm tired of hearing it.
I will tell you. I will send you a message to remind you. You have heard this story, or were you just wanting to
Yeah.
relive that situation?
mean-
Mittens Gone Wild is not in the cards. Sorry, folks. My name isn't Mittens. We need a no disco
Mittens.
command. No.
Nipples.
Call yourself that.
Okay. Well, today we have
Your
a.
name. I'm literally looking at your name. It says, wait, let me go back to it. What is this? Death Kitten from the Mittens.
I just sent you a really
Death
stupid
Kitten from the
video,
Mitten. There's
puppy.
no S on it. Not Twitch, at least.
Watch it with the
Val!
volume on.
Name is
Okay.
Kitten Mitten. No, it's not Kitten Mitten. It's Death Kitten. You either call me
Okay,
Death or
while
Miss
Death is
Kitten.
arguing
Lord.
with chat. Go ahead and watch that with the volume on.
my
Would
goodness.
be a clip of Mittens telling this. Oh my goodness.
How many
Yeah,
times
that should be my
Oh.
intro. Like, I should just edit a video down to just that from the first episode and put that as,
don't-
like, my trailer for my Twitch.
I don't want to do the age
Put it on
verification,
TikTok or
Rog.
something. Like us talking about
Age
it.
verification. What the fuck
how
are you
people
just
go
hit?
viral.
I am 18 or older.
I
It
call
doesn't
I
say
call
that
her
for
Mittens
me.
because I'm awesome.
Jesus Christ, your state is ridiculous. You can't even watch
Yes, it would
porn
just
in
be-
your state. Fuck.
Oh yeah, okay, so new for me this week, I just learned that you can't watch porn in Florida.
Or
Or
hold on.
Indiana.
One second.
Or
we're-
live in other
Other
states.
places.
Jesus
we definitely
Christ,
can
I
in
just
Michigan.
I just sent Puppy an alternative to Pornhub, and he can't fucking use that either without the age verification.
So
This is
Pornhub-
crazy.
The age verification
Pornhub-
is a picture of my fucking ID.
What?
Yeah,
You gotta
let's all
take a
do
picture
that.
of your ID?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You guys like live in communist states or something? Like,
For
God
real.
damn.
Yeah,
They
I'm
want to
saying.
verify your
Oh,
age.
Mittens Manny is
You wanna
gay
know
are the
something
ones
funny?
on these hands.
Hmm.
Yes.
the regular porn sites ask for ID, the weird shit doesn't. So the only stuff you could just look at is the weird shit.
Do I have
They're
to
just
send
pushing everybody
puppy-
into the weirdest porn.
Do I have to find
Why
this
you see
fucking?
all Florida men. This is why.
Do I have
this
to
way
find
is.
this video on Heavy R and send it to Puppy because I don't think I can do that.
Oh my gosh.
Might be able to watch Heavy On.
Well, yeah, Heavy R is like some pretty fucked up shit on there.
Let's see what all
Yeah.
what access
That's not.
we can access, guys.
Hey,
This is episode 2, not
what are you
1.
trying to say, Val?
Two.
Are you trying to say I'm not scary?
Oh,
What?
Yes, Death, you're terrifying.
Yeah,
Did
see,
she say
Lester,
something
see,
about-
Florida
I
law
just-
says you
I
need to
just
give
met
them
you
an
in
ID
person
to
for the
browse
first time
sites, but you can
you-
just
What
use
did
other
she say
sites.
about
Okay.
mascara?
Nothing. Okay, we got a lot on our plate today, and we started a little late.
A
ew.
lot of
Let's
porn.
get into this.
So some things that we're talking about today, and we're probably not going to finish everything because, especially with the amount of people in here, I wasn't expecting everyone to be here today for mommy issues. I
knew
live
I had
here,
to be
so
here
like
for
the
it.
law is
Oh
something.
wait,
really
I was
passionate
sharing.
about.
Man, I put so much time and effort into it. I didn't know we were sharing this episode with drones. You said drones, and that was it.
No, do you not
You
read
look
the
at podcast
agenda?
I asked her the other day I'm like, hey, what's this next episode about? She's like, drones. Like, I'll go find it right now.
No, I said you have
Hold
drones. I
on.
said you have drones to research. You have to research the drones.
Yeah,
I
didn't
thought
know
that's
we
what
were
you-
Oh no.
There's
I
like
put
3
too
things
much
in.
time and effort into this.
I wasn't expect.
no.
Okay, well, I planned on us
Do you wanna
doing
remove
your.
the topic and do it on its own episode?
Well, no. What we'll do is we
my
can do.
gosh.
He put lots of time and
my
effort into
goodness.
this, guys. Like,
He did.
there's a big Word document stuff. Like we're doing that
Very
that
good.
today. Like
Okay.
that's gonna be our main.
I think I put a decent
Portion.
amount of time and effort into my thing.
Yep.
Not as
I
much
did
as he
nothing.
did, but I got a document in front of me and everything.
Yep. Like.
Or DB.
Yeah, he was planning on taking the toll 2 hours on this thing, so we need
I didn't, no, like in DMs up here it says that because I can't figure out where all
podcast
the
agenda.
scheduling is. I can't
And-
figure out where all the scheduling is.
You
Podcast.
also know
Okay,
that I
I'll
have
send
2
you
hours
screen.
worth of mommy issues in my back pocket.
Oh, I have
Sorry.
hours. That's why mommy issues is gonna be a reoccurring theme, guys.
Who the fuck is
Mm-hmm.
this person? Oh, that's a different person.
My effort was opening Twitch. It's a big Word
Oh my
document, but
gosh.
each page is just a
Well,
picture of a horse.
I mean,
Ew.
That is you.
I don't know. Maybe we can do part 2 or something like later on for somebody's thing. I don't know.
Well, mommy
Uh,
issues
You
will.
might have different
Mommy
time.
issues will always have a recurring thing because I have
You guys
mommy
would rather
issues.
do
We all have
my
mommy
topic at
issues
the same
except for
time? I'm okay
potato.
with that.
Potato.
I mean, we can do mine and see how much time's left. Probably got time for the mommy issues. I didn't know anything about. Like I said, I thought.
Did you not
I
pay
thought
attention
it
to
was
the
just
meeting we had like a few weeks ago?
We didn't have a meeting.
I was gonna say.
No, a
the
few
last
weeks
meeting
ago-
we
a few
had
weeks
was,
ago
like,
we
the day
did-
Okay,
before
fair enough.
Christmas.
Yeah, not last.
The few weeks ago we went through what 6 episodes? Drone mommy? Yes, drone mommy.
mean, Lester might have
Does
something to
Rog
do with
ever
it,
pay
no,
attention?
mommy.
He does pay attention, but he remembers what
does
he
pay
wants to
attention.
remember.
Look at all this fucking
Yeah.
shit that I went and did. You think I didn't like go and read all this shit for hours on end?
Oh,
and, like,
I
listen
know.
to
I
videos
know.
and
As
shit?
soon as you learned this was gonna be there, like, yeah, I know you
Pay
were right on
attention.
it.
All
I-
this shit I did. You
I
have
love
to
that
pay
you
attention.
started doing yours. I did my research today, like at 5 p.m.
No, I started doing mine like Saturday.
Nah. I
Okay.
had-
Yeah.
Okay. Any new updates for anybody before we get started?
Well, let's see. Hold on.
let's go around the
I
room.
just had.
Yeah, we'll start with
Let's
potato.
just say I just took my brother's friends home so I could be here, guys. So it wouldn't be loud. And I have acquired new scars from work, and yeah, that's about it. Oh, and I
Walk into
interviewed
it.
for a new job. So
Walk into a
hopefully we'll
door?
get
Oh,
that.
will this one have the overtime that you want?
Yes. this will
16-hour
have the
shifts?
overtime.
The 16
Alright.
hours.
16-hour shifts.
We
16
love
hour
that.
shifts.
Oh,
She just has issues. Yeah, she has issues, just not mommy
I
issues.
get it.
updates
got
over
work
over
issues.
this
She's a
bullshit
workaholic.
week. Val, what?
I agree. Me
let,
too,
let me
Val.
know what's going on with your week. My week's actually not half bad. Puppy, any new updates for you?
I haven't been sleeping, and my week's been going pretty good
Why haven't you been sleeping?
because I'm stupid.
Valid.
What are we gonna do? Tell him no? Let him be self-aware, I guess. Let him be whatever he wants to be.
Well, Manny, she's leaving that job because she's not getting the hours that she wanted. Well, she didn't.
And she
Take
doesn't
account
like how
for-
they put shocking collars on all the kids and treat them like dogs.
Why are you in?
Yeah.
What? You're in charge of
That's
the
a big
shop for
no-no.
like the entire week? Like what? What? Chris is coming back, right? My last 2 days is explaining to old people why their medicine is now 3 times the cost as of Monday. So fun. That sucks.
Fun.
Guys, look for those generics. Okay.
Probably because of Elon Musk doing the Hitler thing.
Yep, of course. Oh, blame
Yeah.
Elon Musk. Drone
Yeah.
parents like helicopter parents, but they follow you around more and pop up out of nowhere. Oh yeah, his wife had surgery. He took the week off to take care of her. Oh yeah, did her surgery go well? I remember you telling me about that. Rog, any new updates for you, bud?
I mean, I haven't had any dreams about my dead dad for a month, so
That's dope.
that's pretty good.
Daddy issues is a different episode.
Deb is like,
I did.
yeah. Elote's all there.
I
I
did
got
have.
it. Got that one.
I did have a really weird dream though.
Yeah.
About riding on a bus with a whole bunch of black people, and this black chick named Minx, who was really chubby, was like really into me, and I was really into her. Besides that, though, no, I haven't had anything new. Just a really weird dream
You and your
that I
dreams,
don't
bud.
understand.
Frog.
Doesn't sound bad.
I still say Jinx from Arcane would be like the best girlfriend for you.
No, I
what
want
I'm saying.
Minx. She's a lot cuter than who the fuck ever Jinx
You
is.
haven't even seen her.
I don't know. But maybe.
Exactly.
Does she got jiggly boobies? Cause
Sure.
Well,
Minx did.
this isn't the type of animation
I
that
don't know.
has jiggly boobies.
Yeah.
It actually has
Oh my God.
content.
Real quick, I know. What episode are you guys on?
We
Zero
have
out of 0, then.
4 episodes left. That's all I know.
So did you see season 2 episode 6?
Lies.
Did you see what happened? Did you see what happened? Did you cry? Because if you haven't.
No.
Oh, okay.
That one might be the one that we're on right now. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 6 is the one we're watching next.
Oh.
Daddy issues, mommy issues.
Oh.
I'll sit in my corner with loving parents. Lucky.
Lucky.
Wolf, how the fuck does
Why?
that feel?
They're
Rub
also
it in our
divorced. They
face,
can only have so
asshole.
little issues.
It's
Must
a
be
whole thing. My
nice.
heart broke earlier with a woman with cancer. Aww. It's actually because of an executive that was repealed that capped the cost of medicine.
This man is fully gaslighting us all. That's
Jinx
amazing.
doesn't really have boobs though. She has them. They're just
Little.
small.
Little.
Hey, titties titting. That's another
No, I
fucking
like the
topic for
big
later though.
jigglies.
What do you
I like
mean
'em all.
lies? Not
Boobs are
lies.
boobs.
Well, I mean, I like
Yeah,
them
they
all
are.
too, but I prefer the big jiggly ones.
Hey,
Same.
small
That-
titties
I'm
are
gonna keep my
good
mouth
titties
shut.
too.
Boobs are okay.
Yeah, they
Boobs
are.
are awesome at any size.
Their eyes are always pointing forward.
That's what.
Yeah.
I wish that small.
So Arcane,
My
how
boobs
many
don't go
fingers? What
out.
would you?
Oh.
If I said Arcane, how many fingers? What would you say? What? I don't understand that, Manny.
She wasn't
Aw.
paying attention. It's 4.
Oh,
mine, I guess.
yeah. Oh, not Arcane, Jinx. He said Arcane, how many fingers? Not Jinx, how many fingers? I didn't.
How many fingers deep? I don't understand.
No,
Nailed
Jinx. Spoiler: Jinx loses a finger.
Yeah. That
Oh.
scene was so amazing. Oh my.
Mhm.
In her
Her middle
vagina?
finger.
Does she
No,
have
there's
vaginal
no,
teeth?
no, it's not a porn. Okay,
Oh.
okay.
Like,
Jax, anything to do with you, bud?
Nope. Skip me.
Okay. Let's see. With me, I had a call today, by a staffing agent, who didn't realize that I'm actually located 2.5 hours north of him. So it was a waste.
I
And
guess Jax and Lester are really quiet for Val. F1. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
Am I?
you guys are really quiet.
I can turn myself up if you'd rather.
There, I turned them up. We'll see.
Testing,
Okay.
testing.
Hyperplex.
Just in time for
Hello,
some fun. Now
hello.
you guys have
Is
to
that
deal
better?
with me.
Better,
Hyperplex
better?
and Ashwood. Let's see.
You're welcome, Val. I got
Get
you.
the whole brush fire of a thing. Yeah, pray for California. Half the country is freezing. The half the country's on fire.
Why? California is gone now. Why are we praying for it?
Too soon, bud.
Oh.
It's not even over yet.
But one thing I did learn with the staffing agent is he finds my situation weird, because I just got my degree, just got it last month, but yet I have years and years of experience. He's just like, usually you don't see that with fresh graduates. Just like, well, I'm 33. Been working in my
Not that old.
career for about 7 years, going on 8 years now. Hey.
Check the chat first before you continue.
What?
Now continue your story.
How can me continue this story without that word? Puppy is so rude to me. But that is what happened to me. Me has to send a resume to see if he can find a job suitable for me in my price range in this area. So that should be interesting. He asked me if the title that my job is important, or just the wage is important.
Third person.
What in the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm zoning in and out, and you're just talking like you're overdosing on Xanax or something. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Someone explain to him what's going on.
I made it to where she can't say I for 5 minutes.
Oh.
So
Funny.
Oh, okay. I thought she was like overdosing or something. Okay, because I'm like zoning
call
in and
yourself
out, and
Mittens.
she's, like,
Okay, Mittens
dragging
has
it
to send a
along
resume to hopefully get Mittens a new job. And it's going to be hard, though, because this guy is not from the area that Mittens is in. If I lived in the area that the staffing agent... If Mittens lived in the area that the staffing agent is, I'd probably be making double...
I just did.
Ah!
Alright, fine. I'll give you that one.
Oh, guys, this is rough. Dirty. Boo!
Oh, this is
Ayo.
fantastic.
I'm having troubles right now. Mittens is having trouble. Okay, fuck you guys. This is rough. Hey, look,
we're already
look,
behind.
guys, shots.
I know what
Hi.
I'm gonna be doing for the rest of the night.
Are we drinking?
You always have trouble. What the fuck you talking about? You don't know that. You don't know me. Maybe. Okay.
I do.
Lester, what's new with you?
You're right.
What's new with Lester? Lester got her ID renewed finally.
About dang
Lester-
time.
Suck my dick.
Yes, please. Sorry.
Lester's getting new glasses. Finally.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'll send you a picture.
I need to. I'm not gonna.
Mine are very broken. Lester is chilling with boyfriend still. And I don't know why I'm thinking like I can't say the word I. One second. What else have I been doing? Oh, I'm also getting new job. Same one.
Oh, you are?
I'm doing what you're doing.
Wait, she actually figured it out?
No, but I'm gonna do it whenever you get it figured out. Me, you, and Angel are doing it at the same time. We're the only three.
Never
Yeah,
mind. My mouth shut. My mouth shut.
We're the only three. I love her.
You didn't sound very happy about that.
Yeah. Sounded very unhappy about it, actually.
I have known this person since she was 7. And I am...
Did you say 7 or 11?
7.
Okay.
I love her.
Potato fans, only Tatoes.
Really,
Really, Manny?
But Other than that, I've been doing nothing with my life.
Hell yeah.
How does that feel?
Probably
Right.
good.
Boring as shit. Broke as
Amazing.
shit, actually.
Oh, I hate that.
Getting fucked over at my job for no hours, and
I
it's
hate
pissing me
that.
off. And my manager just also fucked me over again, so I am not gonna tell her until I actually know I'm gonna switch jobs that I'm switching jobs.
Yeah, do
I'm
that.
giving her no, because she can go fuck herself personally.
Yeah, as long as you know you're not gonna go back to that job, ever.
Yeah. Well, I still work in the same building. I'm just gonna be a different
Three
position.
stream streak, perplex. Thanks for being here.
But instead of giving me more hours, she's training her friend that
Add in
our
30 seconds,
contract
guys.
is not supposed to have more hours. She's giving him my hours, so I'm crashing out.
Pirate, anything new
Good
with you, bud?
Not a whole lot. Been having a good time. Went to a therapist not too long ago.
How'd that go?
Woohoo!
They gave me drugs.
What the
Hell yeah.
hell?
The good
God,
ones?
Well, look at you
Not good
go.
ones. Boring ones.
Oh.
But yeah,
Well.
because of that, had an alright day. After I got cleaned up behind that body, I went out to the store, showed her.
I love
like
how
I was
casually you say shit like that. It makes me so happy.
There's a reason for that. I love how
Oh,
casually you bury bodies.
we're all fucked up. we
I'm
like the
very
fact
efficient at it, too.
that he's able to say that without like stuttering or anything.
Right?
Yeah.
That was great.
Also, we don't bury them here. This is a giant sandbar. I live on the coast, so
Ah!
I'm right on it. There's the fucking Gulf right over there, so I mean, if you just nudge it in the right direction, that's all you really need to do. It's what is that thing? Shipping lanes. They'll take care of it.
Yeah, yeah. Leave it to the pros.
Set it adrift.
Probably the shipping
gonna
lanes
read it.
used by the drug cartels on the speedboats.
When Bed Bath and Beyond closed down, they didn't tell the
Yeah.
employees till last minute. Party said it. Yeah, there was a store here at the mall in the town that I live in called H&M, and they shut down.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
they
kind of a
didn't
sex shop?
did no, it's a retail, and they
Sex
ended
retail?
up no, stop.
Hold on.
And they ended up the reason they did it was because the mall ended up jacking up their rent. So they said no. And they have actually a store in a mall not even 20-30 minutes away from here. So they didn't even have to sell inventory. They just put all the inventory into that store and said fuck it. I feel bad for the employees, but I can understand the reason why they did it.
Well, they're probably
Yeah.
able to get. They probably offered them like, "Hey, you guys can go work."
Yeah, they probably said, "Hey, we can try and get you in over there, or
at a location closer to where you live, maybe.
H&M." Okay, let's see. So H&M is not a sex store.
No.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it sounds like.
No, that's Lover's
It's
Lane.
clothing, isn't it?
I'm sorry, BDSM store.
Horny and
No, it's called Lover's
masturbation,
Lane
I
around
think, is
here.
what it means. Horny masturbation.
Are we gonna
Oh my
like
goodness.
H&M.
Start.
go over anything, or are we just
Right,
gonna
that part.
chat? I mean, I'm down with it, but like,
No,
Right.
we
Say.
don't. Now after I was just doing the updates, and now we're gonna get into the drones.
gonna get
Drones.
in them.
I'm not. Y'all can have fun.
You guys
Hey.
are freaking.
I'm gonna chill here and I'm gonna be.
Oh, here, let me.
You
Oops,
love it.
my bad. So, Rog, you gonna lead us on this?
Yeah, I mean, it was about the drones in New Jersey. I mean, look, I did all the fucking work. You guys can do the rest, goddammit. You guys can do the easy part.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
I fucking did the hard part.
Let's see how delayed it was.
Yeah, it's really delayed, but it's okay.
It's really great. What's that mean?
Delayed.
Delayed.
No,
Camera.
it's because I'm on.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
I already know how.
Don't steal my.
Okay,
Sorry.
so hold on. So you typed all this, so I have to read it. Is that what you're telling me, Mister?
All of you.
Not you specifically.
Like, yeah,
Hold on.
Puppy, Lester, everybody.
Let me look.
Okay,
Hold on. Let me go. Do
let's
my
go.
thing on my
But
phone.
I did all that work, and Lester's not gonna put it in.
Hold
Okay.
on. I will
I
put
did
in
work
it.
for my
Got
own
it.
topic that I was gonna read myself.
I got it. I got it,
Okay.
Rock. I will help you.
Okay, let's see. So,
Anyway, you don't have to read it word for word. Just put it in your own words.
got it.
Got it.
Wish I would have known that a little more earlier. I like how
Hey,
you.
I told you to look at it yesterday.
I did look at it, and it looked good. I was just like, cool.
Yeah, you didn't say read it tomorrow.
Well, Death knows how this goes. She's
We
done it
only did
before.
it once before, Mister. Don't even.
Yeah,
do that.
you know I can't read.
You know I can't read.
You know I can't read.
I can
hardly
type, I
see.
can't read. There's a difference.
That's okay. That's okay. I got it pulled up on my phone, so I will. Got it. We're good.
Here, I'll start off. Okay, so
Yeah,
everyone
you
knows.
start off.
Everyone knows about the drones that happened over New Jersey in November, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
No.
let's see. The first one was around November 13, from a contractor working at Picatinny Arsenal, which is an American military research and manufacturing facility located in Morris County. I didn't realize that it started like they were seen out of like a military research facility. Like that's fucked up. Like that that could be so many different
Well,
things.
okay. Like, the kind of research that they do there isn't like, they're not like working on bioweapons or like anything crazy like that. They work on like standard, like firearms, fire platforms like M4. Well, and they helped out in like development of like M4s, scars, shit like that. Mainly the name Picatinny is actually the name of an accessory you can get for a lot of guns called a Picatinny rail, and they allow you, like, Picatinny rails, like in the movies and shit, are what you see that like allows on the guns anyway, like allows you to mount lasers, flashlights, night vision scopes, like all, like you just don't duct tape that shit to your gun. They're like, all of those things are mounted
Yeah.
onto something called Picatinny rail that was developed by that, developed there.
Your wife says
But-
she wants food. By the way.
Huh?
Work sucks.
Hey, no. I brought her food. She is fine. I brought her meatloaf and mashed potatoes.
That
That
doesn't
sounds
mean she
disgusting.
doesn't want more food.
Meatloaf and mashed
She
potatoes
has-
sounds amazing. What the fuck are you
Meatloaf
talking
is-
about?
Yeah.
She,
Meatloaf is
She
like
has-
garbage.
Luckily, you don't
Sounds
have to
good
eat
to
it.
me.
but she also has a sub, a monster, water, pop. She's fine.
So, let's see. Continuing on. Over the following months, hundreds of reports poured in from New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Ohio. I didn't realize they were in Ohio. Heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they made it pretty far inland.
Coffee. These reports were made by people from all walks of life, including pilots and law enforcement. So they were actually trying to be... law enforcement actually tried to track the unknown drones to see where they were come from. But they were outmaneuvered and, well, and outrun. I love your lower remark here. Yes, that's right. High-speed aerial police chases are happening in our skies.
Great.
Welcome to Spit Roast News.
That was a good headline.
That was a good headline.
Pretty good. That's clean. Yeah.
That was clean.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's see. They're happening not just over cities and neighborhoods. They're happening over airports, communication centers, emergency communication centers, military bases, and sensitive government facilities. Let's see. As the FBI and Homeland Security have been saying since near the beginning of these things that there is no threat to our nation from these drones, but state officials such as police department departments, governors, mayors, and many other state officials are concerned and want to know what is happening in the skies over their states. It's no secret that when it comes to government officials, agencies, and department communicating with each other, it's a slow process. In some cases, they're stonewalled. Well, yeah. I mean, just look at fucking COVID. No. U.S. didn't have any hand in that. Bullshit. We funded the research facility.
Yeah, in the military side of things, there's two organizations that you would think would work together, but they don't. And one is the benefits that like wounded soldiers get, like they go to war, they get their arm shot off or something. They come back. Well,
I just read that comment from Manny.
The first like organizations, like, yep, you definitely got your arm shot off in the war. Now, good luck. Go to the second place and get re-verified there. The same thing we just verified, so then you can get your benefits. And like but those two organizations do not communicate or work together, even though they should. Like a lot of wounded soldiers end up waiting a really long time. So yeah, that's another example of shitty government
communication.
Yeah, that's. I also find it interesting with those that or with that particular situation where the Homeland Security and like the FBI and there was a few other organizations in there too that were saying, oh yeah, there's no threat to like anything, but for some reason these things are flying around airports and places that you normally wouldn't be allowed to go. But there's no threat.
Oh yeah.
There's no threat. They're just hanging out. But yeah, that's.
Well, just Rog, so you're not missing out. Manny put in Spit Roast News, where we take the news from both ends.
Yeah, pretty much. Left and right, and that's a good slogan.
Mm-hmm. Left, right, front, back.
Top, bottom.
Yep.
Shit, that's 6 sides.
We have determined your grenade trap now wound is not
Amazon
service
position.
related. Yeah. Welcome to the military. Okay, back to this. Drones and the law. The Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, I didn't realize that's what that stood for, have laws for drone operators. Generally, you are legally allowed to fly drones in most places. The areas where drone operations are illegal are generally places such as airport. Yep, those are no-fly zones. The White House, several military installations, communications center, many other delicate and important infrastructures. In a lot of cases, if you are not allowed to be there, then you can't fly a drone there. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Very.
Let's see. The prices range from $50 to tens of thousands. Search and rescue. They are using for mapping purposes, exploration, and many other uses. Yes, drones can be used for many different things, like in many cases involving UFOs, UAPs, and in this case, UAVs. People are reporting. I know what a UAV is because of Black Ops.
Oh my gosh.
People are reporting.
You learned that from a video game.
Yes.
Wow.
Video game learning. There you go, guys. People are reporting different things from stars to satellites to planes, and yes, drones. People looking up and see something new and use it to assume it was aliens. Well, now it's drones. So are these drones alien, or is that where we're trying to go? Is this where that's going?
Well, I mean, there's some theories out there, but yeah, like, did anybody else find it weird too that ever since, for some reason, the general public believes that the government admitted to aliens and UFOs and all that shit being real, like in 2020, even though all the stuff that I watched that everybody was like pointing to, I swear, most of these people that are like, the government said aliens are real, they said it, and I'm like, okay, well, point me to wherever they said that, and they do, but I'm pretty sure that these people that point me to this stuff never actually watched it themselves or listened to it or read it themselves, because the government did, in fact, not say, yeah, there's aliens flying around. So all those people that are like, oh, no, they admitted to it, go look at this, are they really need to just take, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe read that article themselves or watch or listen to that video themselves, because The government did not do that. Somebody on, like, I don't know, ABC or CNN or Fox or where the fuck ever said, like, in a very probably roundabout way that, well, there's stuff flying around and it could be aliens or it could be something else.
Aliens.
But we don't know what it is. And then everybody just took that and blew it up and said, oh, they said aliens are real. Like, people are so fucking stupid. They just, like, point to an article that they've never read and tell you to go read it because you're wrong.
Hell yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Hell yeah, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Aliens. Galians.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Maybe Galians, too. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's gay aliens flying around.
Okay.
Galians.
Some of these drones are the size of refrigerators. Some say up to the size of a small car. People have shined flashlights, spotlights, and laser pointers at these objects trying to communicate or get some sort of response or reaction from them. They have, in fact, been complaining with the FAA and law enforcement officials called laser strike or laser striking both commercial military pilots. It is, in fact, a federal crime to shine lasers at planes as it can cause serious harm to pilots and passengers. There has been at least one case of a military pilot being injured due to a laser strike. The FAA has laser strikes on planes has risen by 269% from the same time last year in New Jersey. It seems like people can no longer tell the difference between drones flying low and airliners flying at 36,000 feet. Those are some strong fucking lasers.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean,
these fucking people.
Hey, what's that in the sky? Let's shine a laser at it.
Yeah.
What was you gonna say?
You do.
Frog? What?
So we use lasers for astronomy to like point out constellations, but we have to be really careful because of that aspect of laser strikes. I mean, we do it all the time, but you're not supposed to. But we also do
Did
it
you
in
just
a...
admit to a federal crime live on
No,
Twitch?
no.
Oh,
No.
Sounds
I
like
would
it.
never.
No, she's saying
don't
that
use the
they
laser.
don't point
Oh,
them at stuff. They're
okay.
pointing them at constellations. You can legally point them at constellations. You cannot legally point them at drones and airplanes and stuff like that.
Constellations can't see.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like,
Well, maybe
we
that's why the drones
use
are here.
them to point out constellations, especially like if we're doing like a teaching to kids. We use them to point out constellations and explain them to where they are and how to find them and stuff, which is fun.
Probably trace them. Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
The reason, okay, so there's actually a couple of reasons. Well, there's one big reason I want to cover on this. The reason they are shining like lasers and spotlights and flashlights and all this other crazy shit at the drones is, there was one story that was made famous back in, I believe it was the 80s. It was a UFO encounter / abduction where there was 3 or 4 people. I think it was 4 people. They were up in the mountains in, I believe it was West Virginia. Yeah, but I mean, I'd have to look up all this information again to know for sure. But the gist of the story was there was like these guys. They went out for a weekend camping trip into the mountains. They ended up next to this really big ass lake, and they, built their campfire and set up their tents and all that bullshit. Well, they also had a boat with them. So they decided to go out onto the lake because, they wanted to do some night fishing. And it was like 10, 11 o'clock at night, still pretty early. And so they ship off out into the water, they're fishing. They saw at first what they thought was the moon. Turns out it wasn't the moon because the moon was on the other side of the sky.
That'll happen.
So yeah, like what they were looking at looked very much so like the moon, but it was not the moon. And then they noticed that it started like flying back and forth between like these mountain peaks and stuff, and they were like, "Wow, an airplane can't do that," because this was, like I said, the 70s or 80s. They're like, "Wow, an airplane normally can't do that," and well, we don't hear a helicopter, and that light, like that's a really big object. It was a big ass light. So they're like, "Huh, wonder what that is." Well, maybe it's some kind of a military like test thing or something. And for some reason, one of the guys in the boat decides, "Hey, I'm gonna get my spotlight and I'm gonna shine it at it." And so he did. And then the light started going kind of crazy and like flashing back. And then it started approaching them. They started getting a little scared. And then the next thing they knew, they all were waking up on the like shoreline next to their boat, with their camp nearby, and their campfire was like burned way down low, like a lot more than it should have been for the amount of time they thought they were gone. They ended up missing like 4 or 5 hours that night, and they underwent some kind of hypnosis or regression or some shit like that. Anyway, they ended up discovering that they were possibly abducted by aliens. So it was mainly that particular story, but a whole bunch of other ones over the years, people communicating with like UFOs and shit using lasers or flashlights or spotlights. So that's why people are shining lights at these drones, because they're like, oh, maybe it's aliens. Quick, let's try to like send them an SOS or something. I don't know why, but they want to communicate with them.
Haven't they seen Independence Day?
What's that?
Haven't they seen Independence Day?
Well, I mean,
Right?
wasn't there like two of that? I remember the first one or the original one.
The first one's the only important one.
Yeah, I think they came out with the second one, but I never watched it because I assumed it was garbage. But the first one was really good, but I don't think those people were really shining lights at it. Well, no, wait, they did. They had them mounted to those like helicopters. And they were like trying to communicate with them that way, and I guess they insulted the aliens, so the aliens shot them with lasers. Or
That'll happen.
missiles or something, but yeah.
Big giant death
But yeah,
stars.
the people were like, "Hey, we're going to communicate with these guys," and then they ended up shining laser pointers at fucking airplanes and shit, because apparently they can't tell the difference between airplanes and drones.
Huh. Dummies.
Manny likes to put a reminder out there. Military tech is usually 2 to 3 generations more advanced than what civs have. And spy tech is even more advanced than that. Just because we don't think it should be possible doesn't mean it is. That is very, very true.
Isn't that like 20 to 30 years behind?
Here's the
So,
thing
like, whatever we get released is like 20 to 30 years, 50 years.
I heard a general say one time that, a retired general say one time that whatever the civilians have from like touch screen phones and shit and all that, like the military and the like really higher ups in the government had that 50 years before. So
Yeah.
people were actually like walking around using touch screens and shit, like tablets and the equivalent to iPhones and shit in the military, like in the 70s.
Manny goes on to say, here's the thing about aliens. If these beings are smart enough to travel millions of light years, I think those dudes are smart enough to know humans are too stupid and violent to talk to. I mean, we don't even like other humans. That is a very good point.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But
the
I
same
think-
equivalent to like you going out. Okay, like let's say that we're all going to go for a little ride through the savannah down in Africa, right? We're not going to like get out of the Jeep and go over to some baboons hanging out like by a tree or something and try to have a conversation with them. They'll rip you
I
apart.
definitely ain't.
It's the
Yeah,
same
fuck that.
concept that like aliens wouldn't come
I
down
wanna
here
go
and try
die.
to get out of their, well, space jeeps and talk to us, because we would rip them apart.
Yeah, they'll just kidnap us.
I've seen some of the videos that have been going around that, okay, alleged drones clearly show normal airplanes. In some cases, people have also confused satellites with drones. A few videos do show something different. In some footage, there seems to be a drone that looks like a drone called the XP4, developed by Dynamics, which is a company that designs VTOL autonomous drones. What does VTOL stand for? VTOL? VTOL? Whatever. But yet, some people have reported seeing other things, and there are some videos out there of things that can't be easily explained.
Yeah, so the thing with the Dynamics, the XP4, it utilizes a type of technology called transwing.
Stands for vertical takeoff and landing. Oh, okay. Thank you, Manny.
Yeah, this particular model uses something called transwing technology, where essentially, like, so you've seen quadcopters, right? The little drone quadcopters. It can take off and hover in the sky pretty much and look like a quadcopter, but it can also become a fixed wing aircraft in midair, kind of like the Harriers, and I don't remember what the fuck the other airplane is that the Navy uses, but it's fighter jets that are capable of vertical takeoff. They don't need a runway.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Potato, can you take over for me on the reading when he's done?
Yep. Yep. I gotta pull back up the bus. There we go. Okay, got it.
But yeah, these things they're kind of like Transformers, in one sense. They're pretty cool.
So
That's it for that.
So there's been a lot of speculation on where these drones are coming from and who's controlling. A lot of people are saying that these drones are coming from the ocean, which is weird. But when it comes to the suspects in our lineup, the list is pretty long. So from aliens to the Chinese to our own government. So it even like possible mermaids and mermen have mastered flight and is preparing to invade New Jersey D style, which I thought but I mean the fine citizens of New Jersey are ready with their laser, so we'll be fine.
Yeah,
so
they're highly trained with those things.
Yeah, highly trained. Aliens. Enough said. So, all the conspiracy theorists deserve their fair chance. But, I mean, like, they get to at least work into at least one theory. But, is it aliens? Well, some people seem to think so, but why would they do that? It's not. There's not been a bunch of reports about abductions or people's cows getting their assholes poured out.
Reading?
Puppy helped me verify this.
That was fantastic. Eyeballs are taken or testicles cut off.
What are you reading? Good lord.
That's what it's saying. That's what it's saying.
That's what you're saying.
That's what Puppy. You helped me verify that. Remember?
Yeah, I did.
Why are they spying on us using drones to map out New Jersey and the surrounding states? Like,
why are they mapping out New Jersey?
That part.
Well,
so, some people think
they
that they're
might be
studying us. Like the aliens are studying us, and I
feel like we give them enough to fucking study. I feel like you don't gotta look at us up close.
And they choose.
Well, it's okay.
What?
What?
I don't really care what they do. They're gonna
Right.
do it anyway.
The last thing I heard was Jack say they choose, and then
nothing. Yeah, that's what I
it.
said.
They choose.
They choose.
Yep.
What did they choose?
Oh, my Wi-Fi crashed. I looked up and I was like, what?
But so yeah, I mean, aliens. That's for sure. I guess. But instead of having like them invading New Jersey, like we'll just have the people of New Jersey um get their laser pointers out, and because people can't tell the difference between a commercial airplane or a drone. But honestly, the alien theory is not super popular with this time. So
Yeah, again, after everybody thinks the government admitted that aliens were real, they stop using aliens. It's like, oh, well, the government said they're real, so we can't use those anymore. We just have to be contrarian to the government, no matter what they say or do.
I mean,
Whatever it
dude.
is, we have to disagree with them.
At least you get it.
I know,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I'm not necessarily like pro-government, like government's always right, but it just seems so weird that like shit like this would have like 20 years ago would have been, or 10 years ago even would have been, it's fucking aliens. We knew it. We knew there's fucking, there'd be like so many people just going on like all these talk shows talking about how it's aliens, and but now that the government, people think that the government's like, hey, there's aliens, so now everybody's like, oh well, we can't use that anymore. Now we got to come up with some other crazy fucking shit.
I mean,
So it's
yeah.
probably China or mermaids or something like.
Very simple solution. I'm so glad.
So that leads me into another thing that they speculate that's happening, is that the Chinese, that people believe that the Chinese are spying on us again, similar to the Chinese balloon incident that happened back in 2020. So, which, if you guys don't know when that happened, it was occurred between the months of January to February, in which one balloon, in 2023, when one balloon went down way up in the far north of Canada.
Went way down, way up. What?
Look, I read it
That's
wrong.
crazy.
Okay.
Jesus Christ! It went way down, then it went way up.
Way up. Yep.
How'd they do that?
Exactly. I don't know.
Met in the middle.
But it just was in the far north of Canada, just passing over Alaska. So there's that. But like, why would the Chinese ramp up surveillance on the U.S.? There are like there's too many lists for them all here, but there's a few general ones, like political reasons, economical reasons, strategic reasons, or they're just testing their own drone technology. But the odds are it's not China, but
there was a couple of drones that went over back in 2023, or spy balloons, or at least that's what they claimed they were. The one that went down up in northern Canada, they said, or they deployed a joint military effort between the U.S. and Canada to go recover that balloon that went down, but for whatever reason they never recovered it, and they gave up after like 2 or 3 days for whatever reason. I don't know why they gave up, but they claimed that they never was able to recover that particular balloon. The other one was the one that like everybody was talking about. Well, I mean, I remember whenever like several months after this happened and I mentioned it to Death, and she was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because she had no idea that there was Chinese spy balloons flying around over the U.S. And the other one was the one that flew like directly over the continental U.S. and then kind of went out over the Atlantic and hung out. And I remembered somebody in the government was talking about, oh, we should shoot it down. We're going to shoot it down. Let's just go and shoot it down. But then, and I think Biden even said, yeah, we're going to shoot it down. But then Biden changed his mind, like at this very next speech, and said, yeah, we're not going to shoot it down because, it might fall on somebody's house or something, and or hurt somebody or something. So we're going to wait till it gets out over the ocean. Then we're going to shoot it down. And then I think they shot it down. over the Atlantic, but then they weren't able to retrieve it for some reason. I don't know. Weirdly, they couldn't retrieve it. I mean, these fucking Chinese spy balloons were so advanced that if you shot them down, they activated their cloaking device where nobody could see them or find them. So the Chinese probably couldn't even find them. So nobody can find them. There's just like random stealth balloons laying all over the place and nobody can find them.
I bet you that turtle that ate is really pissed off.
Maybe. I mean, or maybe that turtle is wearing it like a cape, and he's like Harry Potter. He's like a Harry Potter turtle, and he's wearing the cloak of invisibility, or what? Or was that Frodo? I don't remember.
Both.
Somebody
Harry
had a
Potter.
cloak of invisibility that they
It
would
was Harry
put it
Potter.
on, and then they would. Are you sure?
Yes.
One was a
I feel-
ring.
Oh,
was a
right,
ring.
the ring. The ring was okay.
Yes,
yeah,
the
I don't-
ring.
all that fucking Gryffindor and Mordor and Endor and shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck all these fucking.
Fuck the door. What?
Harry
Oh,
Potter.
Hodor.
Voldemort.
Hodor.
No, no, Hodor.
Hodor.
No, Hodor.
Well,
Too
no, I don't know.
soon,
There's
too
like
soon.
fucking 100 of those. I don't know
Actually,
which. I don't know how the fuck everybody can keep that shit straight. There's so fucking many of them. But yeah, like somebody had a thing, and the turtle is now Harry Potter because he's wearing the stealth Chinese weather balloon as a cape.
People listen to this podcast higher than I could.
He's
Ninja
going he's gonna survive. He might become a ninja turtle because the radiation, the like makes
Ready Asian?
the radiation, like.
Asians are ready.
Well,
Radiation.
some of the Asians were radiated, but not all of them. But no, like so the radiation from the cloaking balloon device might turn that turtle into like a teenage mutant ninja turtle, and he might go live in the sewers in New Jersey. And then he's gonna help fight the drones with his laser pointers because that's gonna be his weapons of choice.
That sounds cool.
Like,
Get that live action movie money.
yeah, I mean, yeah, we're writing a script right now for it. This is going to be the solo Ninja
The one
Turtle
from Cod Podcast.
with lasers.
Okay, I don't think China is a good choice for the drones. If these are high-tech drones, it would be a dumb idea to sneak them into the United States. Drones have limited distance they can travel, and the risk of their next-level tech falling into American hands is too high. That's why they use balloons, low-tech, and not a big deal if it gets captured.
Well, my thing of it was, I mean, yeah, I was going to put all that in, but I was like, this is getting pretty long, so I probably shouldn't. But yeah, that was one
That's
of my
why
talking
we
points.
have Manny.
Nobody would. Nah, Manny's pretty much dead on with exactly what I was saying. Like, no country, whether it's China and America or any other two countries, they're not going to test their advanced technology over a potential like rival or enemy country, because if they lose it, there's a really good chance that they're not going to get it back. So that means that your enemies now have the same technology you do, and they can build on that and develop their own shit, or develop an anti version of that, like a specialized detection system or whatever that could detect new types of stealth technology. So and also, I mean, why would you do that? Go test it over your own shit.
But would keep
Like,
more international.
You know, you can
Why
just
a
go
lot of
get it
next-gen
easier.
American
And
Test on your own
also,
shit.
makes sense.
and also, why in the fuck would you want? Like, I don't understand why they had to use the balloons either. Like, that's really stupid. We have fucking satellites. Like, why the fuck are we worried about balloons and fucking drones and shit for spying on people? We have actual fucking
'Cause
satellites.
they're not ours.
Well, they have satellites too. Everybody has fucking I'm pretty sure, like every first world country and probably a few third world countries also have satellites. Like, they're up there. They're flying around. Everybody owns a whole bunch of different fucking kinds of satellites. Not all of them are spy satellites, but I mean, let's be honest here. China, Russia, America, Germany, England, I don't know, maybe one or two African countries. Hell, even the Australians have their own fucking spy satellites, right? And they're not really known to be, you know, about to get anyone. So, I mean, everybody's got this shit. So why in the fuck are we fucking around with this old technology? This is shit we would be using like back in the 1800s whenever it comes to the balloons. Like, possibly before that. So, yeah, I don't understand that. And you can't give me that shit. Well, you know, you can't really see that well. It's that, like, yes, you can. They've had the fucking technology to, like, read the fucking dates on dimes and shit in somebody's hand from satellites since, like, the fucking, what was it, the 70s or 80s or some shit? Some people say the 60s, but I think that's a little too early. But, no, like, we've had this shit, and I mean, the technology only gets better from there. So, yeah, no, it's ridiculous that they claim that the Chinese are using drones to spy on Americans.
Yeah. Another point that also came up in Rog's research was the ancients, which is really out there.
Yeah, this one's crazy.
Really out there. I was just reading through it while you were talking, Rog, and I was like, this is ridiculous. But starting in the sometime in like the early 2000s, the military started some sort of new monitoring in the oceans that still continues to this day. And an alleged whistleblower who supposedly worked on this project claims that these things have been around long before humans and potentially as far as dinosaurs. Over 65 million years ago. So these creatures or beings or objects or whatever what you want to call them, allegedly take on forms of tic-tac shaped object, like in the fighter jet footage that went around back in like the 2020. However, these objects are more like transformers, I guess. And the tic-tac shape is just what's most convenient for entering and exiting the water, I guess. Which is, I was just like reading, I was like, that's so wild that people would think that it's ancient ones or the old ones, I guess. But
yeah, they take the shape of pretty much any
yeah.
like modern objects. These things
In other
supposedly
news, his
are able
doctor
to.
says he's enjoying the padded room.
What?
In
Yep.
other news, his doctor says he's enjoying his padded room.
He might be, but no, like that one went pretty deep actually. Pirate actually checked that one out. Like this whole fucking spiel about these ancient ones or the elders or what the fuck ever you want to call these things. So the way that it happens is like they take on the shapes of modern like flying technology, airplanes, fighter jets, helicopters, drones. The tic-tac shape is just to get them in and out of the water, but these things can like change shape.
Cthulhu?
Yep, it's totally Cthulhu.
Totally Cthulhu.
Nah, Cthulhu can't do this. Now these are like metal or some form of polymers or like alloys or something, but no, they're more like Optimus Prime, not Cthulhu. I think I also put in there something about you know, that would explain like some of these drones and also why people see flying DeLoreans and shit sometimes.
Yeah.
It's these things because for some reason they latched on to these things. Mainly because the idea behind the idea that this guy had is they take on these shapes because it's what we're used to seeing. Like before drones and helicopters were a thing, they would have taken on the view or the way regular airplanes look, like the old P-51 Mustangs or like what the Messerschmitt.
That's a good topic, Flex. By the way, I just seen the Flex thing on the comments.
AI is fake.
But like back in World War II and also in Vietnam, this was another connection. they didn't make this connection. I just decided to go ahead and connect this, but I'm sure anybody that is interested in any amount of weird history would have heard of the Foo Fighters, not the band, not the band.
I was about to say the band.
I love how quickly you said that.
No, because I knew like some people would be like, hey, I know those guys. Like, no, the Foo Fighters were a thing that occurred back during the 1940s. The Germans, the Japanese, Americans, the English, the Canadians, pretty much anybody that was flying fucking airplanes during World War II saw something that was much more advanced than what they were flying, and the Germans even had like actual jets. They developed the first jets, and like they were seeing things that were moving and doing things that their airframes of the time wouldn't be able to hold together doing, nor would any form of thrust that existed at the time would have been able to make these aircraft do these movements, these maneuvers in the air. After the war, the Americans thought that it was the Germans and the Japanese. The Germans and the Japanese thought that it was the Americans. The Russians thought that it was the Germans, and the Germans thought it was the Russians. Everybody thought it was everybody else, but after the war, everybody realized that no, that wasn't us. We thought it was you. And that's pretty much how that whole thing ended. Same thing happened in Vietnam. Pilots reported seeing they didn't call them Foo Fighters during Vietnam, but there was something very similar to the Foo Fighters over Vietnam. People saw them. They assumed that, oh, it's the other guy. The other guys have this new technology that like allows them to do crazy shit. But then after the war and things settled down and everybody was kind of like, hey, was that you guys flying around in that weird shit? And the other guys were like, no. Like, nobody knows who or what the fuck these things are flying around.
To be fair, if one country asked another like that, they probably wouldn't admit it, even if they had something
Yeah.
close to it.
In a lot of these cases, these countries lost the war. Everything that they had belonged to the other people now. And I mean, look, World War II, the Germans had superior pretty much everything, except for numbers. They built better tanks, they built better planes, they built better guns.
So
They just,
Germans.
well, I mean, that's a whole other topic I can get into like another time with the Die Glocke and all that shit. But, no, like, if it would have been the Germans, we would have been able to acquire whatever the Foo Fighter technology was. We did acquire the jet engine from them, but there was nothing else. And I mean, at the time, the jet engine was very, very new. Because up until that point, everybody was just flying around in prop planes. Like, we're talking like the old school fucking biplanes that barely stayed in the fucking air. The Germans developed the jets, or the jet engine, just decided, hey, let's stick that on some fucking airplanes, see what happens. They did, actually, early on, a lot of
I
German
love how
pilots,
this went from drones to planes.
a lot of German pilots actually died during testing, flying those things because they weren't used to something going so fast, and they would like crash into mountains and shit. But yeah, so that was another thing that kind of got connected to, that I connected to.
And we basically did acquire it by allowing a lot of their scientists to come to America, and they helped us make the first rocket ship.
Yeah, it's Operation Paperclip. Yeah, a lot of people
Paperclip?
should know about that, and if they don't, then they really need to get semi-educated at least.
Thanks, Dick.
It's a very important part of history. Hello, like, so you're saying, Defty, you didn't know that we let Nazi scientists and engineers, well, we didn't really let them, we gave them an ultimatum. Either you come here and live here and work for us, or you're going to the Nuremberg
I just didn't know it was called Paperclip.
Well,
I was like, Paperclip?
yeah, that's
my dog's
where they
still
pretty
outside. I
much
gotta
told
go
them,
get
you
my
either
dog.
come here and work for us or you die. And the Russians got a lot of them too. gave them the same ultimatum, like you either come here and work for us or you die. So yeah, they were entire families got like Nazi families got moved to the U.S. and to Russia, and I mean it sounds like the Russians wasn't so nice about it, but the Americans were very accommodating to the Nazis. So the scientists, okay, not like they weren't just like letting Hitler in or whatever. Like he was, you know, like don't get it.
Everybody knows Hitler lives in South America.
Yeah, I know, right? In Argentina. Thank you. See, Pirate knows. Pirate understands the conspiracy theories. Like,
Yeah.
he's connecting the dots.
Well, and one thing that needs to be talked about with like Nazis and the Holocaust, a lot of the Nazis were just following Hitler because they were scared.
Yeah, they were pressed in the service. Their families were threatened. They were threatened. And it wasn't like the real the Nazis that were chucking Jews into furnaces and you know like doing awful fucking shit. Those weren't the ones that you know came to America and went to Russia. Like there's like anybody can throw somebody in a furnace. Like that's not an expertise.
It's real easy.
So those were the ones that got hung at the Nuremberg trials. Now the ones that like the Americans and the Russians got, and I think the English got one or two as well. I don't know. They probably got shafted, but they were also dealing with a lot of shit. The ones that like everybody kind of divvied up and got though was the engineers, the ones that were just building jets or building tanks or building fucking submarines and shit. Like there was some medical scientists, which those guys were pretty fucking evil, that got divvied up. A lot of the technology, like surgery and shit, that shit was also done. Like we took that technology and information. But yeah, that's a topic for a different time. Anyways, so yeah, they this guy thought that oh, by the way, these Tic Tac shaped drone, helicopter, airplane things, potentially they're the beings. Like there's not like somebody inside them flying them around like aliens or I don't know, some other form of a human. This guy seems to believe that what they were tracking on the it was a new quantum. The dude actually called it like quantum sonar or some shit like that. Quantum sonar detection technology. Yeah, he claims that, or well, he's very certain anyway, that there's not beings piloting these things. These things are the beings. So like they're real transformers, is what this guy was essentially saying. They're organic transformers that have metal plating, Optimus Prime and shit, you know, and all that other nerd shit that you guys are into.
Hey, don't talk like you're not a nerd with us. You're just a nerd about other things.
I don't really
Like history.
Yeah,
and
I like
space.
history. I don't like fucking Transformers.
Yeah, you don't like the fun
engineers.
stuff.
Mister, I play WoW.
Yeah, I do. Well, I used to. No, I don't play fucking Transformers or any of that shit. Like, that shit's all fucking nerdy shit. I play the cool nerdy shit, not the boring nerdy shit.
Cool.
You guys
That's
are all boring with your fucking comic books. And
okay, put them
mangas
potential
and shit.
content, guys. Cool nerdy shit versus boring nerdy shit. Is that what I just
Yeah, like
heard?
Star Wars and Star Trek,
like,
also
what? Do
really
we make,
boring.
like, a list?
Hey, no, don't. We're not covering
then
this
we
anymore
compare
because this is
lists?
going to be a fucking topic. We're going to have a debate on this
Oh, lordy be.
because
Okay.
this is important.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Pirate. See, I have
Oh
a
no, I
couple-
was saying whatever you liked was nerdy.
Look, I'm the one with the fucking cult following here, okay? Yeah,
Yes,
well,
it's space.
you and Derek and a whole bunch of other people, you've built this cult around me, so now you have to deal with the consequences. Everything
Oh my
I
God.
like is cool, and everything I don't like is stupid and nerdy. There, I win. Because
I
have the
win
cult.
because it's not a cult; it's a church. We have areas
Oh,
here
right,
now,
right.
guys.
We've upgraded. We're not a cult anymore. Now we're a church. I forgot. You're right.
Now we
Oh
can
my
act. Now we can act all pretentious and shit.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
God's
Exactly.
alive, that makes him a
I'm-
living
And
God,
people
that
will
makes him
trust the
a sacrifice.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah. I'm right. I'm always right. I'm Lord
I like
Wog. Everybody
trains
else.
is all right. Whatever verse. Did you know that train model for?
I love trains.
Let's start a
Why-
GoFundMe for future funding.
What are we? Why are we talking
Right?
about trains? I
don't-
love trains.
Manny likes trains.
I love trains.
Okay,
Yeah, see,
okay, so-
okay, Manny's cool.
Anyway, presidential assassination.
Thank you, Daph.
One news source even claimed that there is, or was, what amounts to a terrorist group that was
Well.
going to use drones to assassinate the president during his inauguration. Did that ever come to fruition? There was even talk and concern of geofences going down at the speech, of possible geofences going down in other locations. Alleged threats to the geofence going down seems to be why certain political figures did not attend the inauguration. Oh, is that what they're not because they don't like Trump? Is that what they're trying to say?
I think so.
Yeah, essentially that's where that conspiracy theory was going. Nobody showed up. Like a lot of people didn't show up because, well, there's going to be like all these drones. They're obviously going to assassinate Trump and kill a whole bunch of other government officials.
Trump may not have the politicians behind him, but he has the people behind him. He even won the popular
he has
vote
the
this time.
drones.
Even the drones.
He has the drones backing him up.
That's
They're
true.
going to assassinate all of the other government officials. And then that Hitler sign that fucking Elon Musk threw up.
Ooh,
That
man.
Hitler salute. That was the that was the signal for the drones to launch their missiles at the.
Let's see. Drones are a dumb way to assassinate someone. If this was some spy shit, they would just use dermal poisoning. Why is it a real thing, by the way? Well, let's see. Who was that fucking one guy after 9/11? We killed no, we had a group that went in. But Trump ended up going after ISIS, I think, with a drone. After ISIS was
drone
huge.
strikes all the time. Like they've done drone
Yeah.
strikes for fucking since the
Talking
early
about
2000s.
now times probably
at
why they
least.
had indoor recess, but yet all the rich and famous YouTubers, comedians, and tech giants were inside with them. Probably.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, there's like some. If you really wanted to, you can really spin a pretty interesting narrative for a drone assassination. I mean, think about it. Like you see drones like all the fucking time now, flying around like football games, baseball games. You know, like all kinds of big events and shit. It really wouldn't be.
Yeah, just
like,
stick AI in there too, and then they start thinking for themselves and killing all of us.
Well, it's not even about the AI. Like, you would just need, like, a couple of
topic.
dozen drones flying around with bombs strapped to them, and I'm talking, like, something a little more powerful than your average hand grenade. Flying around over crowds, just detonating, like, randomly, and if you detonate them all around the same... I mean, dude, they've literally written, like,
Well, here,
books and shit about, like...
Manny's got a good point about the assassinations. I mean, drone strikes are fine, but if you want to kill someone specifically without causing an international incident, there are easier ways. I instantly went, like pandemics.
Why
Yeah.
would you...
That's a good way to assassinate
If you're trying
someone.
to kill a political rival, you're going to want, like, a war. Like, you want backlash. You want a reason to invade the other people. So,
Not
I mean,
necessarily.
why would you try to do it in, like, a hidden way? I mean, yeah, sure, there's reasons
Maybe you
to
just
do
want to
it.
get rid of that leader.
Yeah.
There is
Like Hitler.
there is reasons to kill people, like, subtly, but... Like with the whole like Chinese versus America thing,
Yeah,
I mean
we
they
might
would
have
want
to
the
move
war.
money issues. Okay, conclusion. After several hours of research that Rog and Pirate and Puppy and whoever else he had helping him out did, he's connected a few dots. So how it started at Picatinny Arsenal. It is a headquarters for the U.S. Army Combat Capabilities Development Command of Armaments. Oh my god, that's a mouthful. However, the Navy also owns a portion of the arsenal as well. And remember, Pterodynamics? Starts with a P,
Remember
by the
how
way.
the drones were coming from the water?
I forgot about that. They have a contract with the Navy and started testing the XP4 in November. So no, it is not the Chinese. It's not Russia or any other country. If it is not aliens, it is not merfolk preparing to invade the land, and most likely it is not some precursor race of beings that have been here since before humans. It is most likely the Navy and the drone company Terradynamics testing a new drone.
Yeah, pretty bad. I mean, that's for some reason I haven't even seen anybody else make that connection that Picatinny Arsenal primarily is owned by the Army, but also the Navy owns a part of it. And
That would make sense. And the Navy, there's military bases in multiple states.
well, there's also like the Navy has a contract with Terradynamics for new drone designs. Like they've been testing and working on new drones, and that's, I mean, you see, like all the dots are kind of coming together. Like that's what it was. Like everybody was going crazy, said it was the Chinese, the aliens, like all the, there was a whole bunch of other conspiracy theories too, but I like left those ones at the door. I'm like, dude, there's way too much here. Like we would have had to have done like 2-part episode if I was to go through all of the crazy ass conspiracy theories that people were coming up with. Like there was one where there was the Americans shot down a Chinese satellite that was controlling those drones.
What?
That one came from Tucker Carlson. Yeah, that was an interesting. Boy, that guy's got some crazy shit to say. Like, goddamn.
Looks like you went on 4chan.
Yeah, that's what I got the conspiracy
for
one.
real.
Yeah, I got a lot. Like I got stuff from main news sources. I got stuff from the conspiracy theories. Thank you, 4chan. I got shit from YouTubers. I got shit from I got all kinds of leads that I followed up and dug out all this info.
Manny, like I said at the start, the simplest solution is the government or a company that works for them testing drones and stealth tech on civs, because if our people notice them, so will enemies, and no danger of our citizens doing anything, really. That is very true. But how the hell would no one fucking see a refrigerator drone? Like, a drone the size of a refrigerator. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of a refrigerator
that's
up in the air.
obvious if it's a big old thing in the sky.
Well,
like
I mean,
that.
some people describe them as being the size of a small car as well, so a little bit bigger than a refrigerator.
So,
Pretty big.
well, okay, so there you have it. That is Rog's reasoning on the drones, which actually makes sense.
Yeah, man, people go crazy though. Like, I remember like all the news sources saying the same shit, asking the same, where are they coming from? Why are they here? What are they doing? And it's just like, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's the Navy. Well, they're going and coming from the water with the Navy at the base where they first saw it. But yeah, there was a lot. I mean, there was a lot more. But like I said, I sifted through, just kind of got the highlights.
Well, we now have 30 minutes left. Lester. She's still here?
The fuck this shit left.
She's muted.
I'm chilling. Hello.
Oh.
You want to talk about your UHC CEO? You want to move that to a different time? We'll talk some mommy issues. Okay.
I'm sorry. My boyfriend got home early.
UHC.
I was talking to him.
Ooh, hi, boyfriend.
Right.
Say hi to
Oh,
Twitch and
oh.
YouTube.
He's sick. He's chilling behind me.
Okay. Stick people can
Good
still
for
say
him.
hi to Twitch and
He
YouTube.
said hi.
Oh, I barely heard him.
Yeah, it's because he's sick and dying. He
Let's
doesn't
go.
have the energy.
I'm ready. Okay, so mommy issues. Since we are not going to be talking about UHC CEO, we'll hit that up another time. Mittens being so mean. I am not mean. What are you talking
We'll
about?
do it
I'm a
next.
person.
Do it on the next episode.
Fuck, I'll have to move all the fucking shit around again.
Just move one. Just move one
It's
back
okay.
a slide.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so puppy, you're
Why
specifically
you gotta
here
start with me?
because you're specifically here for mommy issues today.
So am I, though.
Yep, so is
Yeah.
Lester. But Lester, you also had the UHC topic, but Puppy is
What
specifically
the
here
fuck's
for
UHC?
United
I'm not
Health.
starting this.
You're not
We
starting
don't
it?
have time for what I
Okay.
have to say.
Okay, well,
Well,
here.
just fucking we talk about the drones some more. I mean,
No,
No.
here. No, we talked about that for an hour. So.
no, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
talked
Yeah, we
about it
did.
for
Yeah,
like
yes,
an
we did.
hour and a half.
No, we started at 8:30.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. Cause
I keep an eye on my time. Thank you very much.
There's a cat
It's
clawing my
8:30
feet.
right now.
Yep.
For
Okay.
you.
Well, here. So, Lester, do you want to start with some mommy issues, or since your boyfriend's there, you don't want to talk about your mommy issues?
He knows. I don't know how to start that though. How do you start that? I'm traumatized.
Okay. So, a lot of people have different mommy issues, daddy issues, or fuck, unless you're Wolf, who somehow ended up with the perfect fucking parent situation. Fuck off.
I
Um,
mean,
or divorced.
Well, let's see. I'll start with. We'll just bring out one. Well, how we'll do this is we'll bring out one situation about mommy issue. So obviously you got to put a little backstory in there, right? So my folks divorced back in when I was 10. We'll go with how old I was. 10, 12, somewhere in there. And I didn't catch on until later. My mom was cheating on my dad.
Oh my god, mine too.
And
Oh my
Like-
God. What a coincidence.
well, and
Twinkie
so I grew up with my best friend, and so my parents and her parents always hung out. Well, all of a sudden my parents got divorced and her parents got divorced. Then they swapped.
dead ass.
Well, come to find out, my mom was cheating on my dad with her dad. And I didn't realize this because, like, thinking about it, like, looking back, we would go to a hotel without my dad. We would go with my mom and then meet her dad there, but not her mom. And when you're that young, this shit don't click.
You're thinking it's a play date.
Yeah. I'm going swimming in a hotel with my best friend while my mom and her dad are up in a room. They're just talking. Yeah, you don't think about that shit.
Yeah, totally.
So they just both like
Witnessing
me.
an active affair.
Yeah. So, but then comes the divorce and everything. Everything was kind of okay starting out. We were doing the 2 weeks, 2 weeks. And all of a sudden, my mom decided she wanted to take us away from my dad. And, well, my eldest brother was old enough to be like, fuck no, I'm out of here. I'm joining the Navy. Fuck you guys. Kudos to him. He got out of this shit. Then my other brother, when he was 15, this fucker behind me, sitting on a shelf in a little container.
Oh my gosh.
Love you, fucker. He said that my mom is probably one of the reasons that he had such deep depression issues. And that's why I no longer talk to my mom, because of some shit she said at his funeral. But that's mommy issues down the road. We'll keep it at the beginning. So he went through his grunge stage where he wore bracelets, had the long hair, and was like big pants and all that shit. You know, the cool thing back in the day. Actually, I'd still rock that look today. That'd be a great look.
Yeah.
He pulled it off. And, well, my mom's very highly conservative Christian, whatever. Had to keep up appearances, even though she cheated on her husband. Kicked him out.
You know, I gotta.
And then when he had kids and stuff, completely ignored him and his kids. All this shit. So it was just me and her house and bumfuck nowhere. And I had to fight to try and see my dad. So when I started to try and fight to see my dad, she started going against me in all my decisions. So 8th grade, about ready to get into high school, I'm set up to go to the same high school that my brothers went to. 2 weeks before school starts, she comes in the house after work and looks at me and goes, "Hey, I got you signed up for a different high school. Her high school that she went to when she was younger." I said, "Hold on. What the fuck are you talking about? I've been going. I have all my classes registered. I have my I've been going to practices with the basketball team. Oh, I already talked to the basketball coach at this other high school. You're good. Like, no. What the fuck? Well, she up and left and went to cancel mittens. Why are we canceling me? Oh, I'm in the middle of this shit. And then she up and went to her boyfriend's, her now husband. Fuck him. And I called up my brother because at this point, me, my brother, and my dad, my eldest brother, I'm sorry, had to talked about, like, okay, how we were going to handle this going forward. Because how am I going to make a statement to the court so that I can actually go see my dad? Well, if I just had my dad pick me up, my dad goes to jail because it's contempt of court. Well, okay, I call my brother. Called up my brother, started walking down the street. My brother picked me up, and I started living with my brother, and then I lived with my aunt for about a month. The day after I left, I was living with my brother, I called my mom from a payphone and said, hey, yeah, payphones, guys, payphones.
You're old.
Yep, payphones.
You're old.
Fucking
Just
A.
a little old
Just a little
for
bit.
technology.
It's a dinosaur, right? Dinosaur technology.
Made out of plastic.
But and I called her up and I told her exactly where I was. Said, hey, just want to let you know everything's all right. I'm just with my brother TJ. Don't have to worry about me. And well, that was that was on the answering machine because she had a home phone. God
Wow.
damn, I'm feeling really
Wow.
old all of a sudden, guys.
I remember.
Fuck.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Well, so at this point, like I said, when this happened, it was about 2 weeks before school started. So, school starts. I find out, or no, within the next week, there are missing runaway posters of me in my hometown, my town that I was in, where my brother was, and in where she was. But not around her church, though. They were nowhere around her church. She didn't want anyone to know about it at church because she had an image.
She didn't want to find you that bad.
Yep. So while these got all hung up, like I walked into a gas station where I made that phone call from on that payphone and tore the runaway missing poster off of it and threw it in the trash. She even had a state trooper's number at the bottom. Come to find out, she actually had been in contact with state troopers and the court about sending me to juvie because it's illegal to be a runaway. But the only reason she couldn't sign that piece of paper is I told her where I was. She never once came and got me. I told her that I was at my brother's. And even if she didn't know exactly where he was, she could find out by talking to the cops. They all knew where he lived. It's a small fucking town. So she could not legally sign that piece of paper because she knew where I was. I had told her where I was. So technically at that point, I'm not a runaway because I told you where I was. And then...
Yeah, I thought the same, Manny.
I thought she was going to say she was fucking the trooper. No, actually, the trooper's married. I ended up talking. That's a whole different story.
Yeah, I bet the married part doesn't fucking matter.
I met him later.
Party.
I met him later when I was a senior in high school. I met him again. Friend's dad. I mean, wasn't your friend's dad too? Dude, who knows? I found out a lot of shit about my mom. Apparently, she was giving blowjobs at her work to guys that were do my dad.
That too.
This was when my mom worked for my grandpa with my dad, and she was giving guys blowjobs in the bathroom.
My God.
Just saying.
Oh my god.
Great person. Great fucking person.
Oh, goddamn. You've
Yeah.
got to be kidding me. I just get on Shower Girl's stream and she, like, raids out to somebody else. This is
Titties.
fucking unacceptable. Nah,
Titties,
tits
though?
isn't on right now.
But,
I looked.
so then I go to my first basketball game, and there's a police car out front. That police car's for me. To arrest
Oh, you got to
me.
ride in a cop car? Oh, that's cool. Did you
No,
play
no.
with the siren?
No. So my dad took me to the back of the gymnasium. I had to walk into the back of the gymnasium so I wouldn't get picked up by the cops. And then he ended up walking out the front and talking to the cops to explain the situation so they wouldn't arrest me during my first basketball game in high school.
Fun.
There were times where let's see, there was another basketball game where at these basketball games it was like Friday night, and so that's when we did the handoffs to like my dad. And so after a game, she came up to me. She's like, "Hey, come get your bag." I'm like, "Hold on. Let me go grab the keys from my dad's truck so I can take the bag and put it straight into my dad's truck." I kid you not. I'd no later had the keys and was walking out the front door, and I saw her take my bag and stuff, throw it on the ground, get back in her car, and start backing out.
Fun.
Oh my God, Manny.
So, drift
Oh,
over.
Manny!
That's good.
And so you were dribbling balls while your mom was...
That's what I was doing. That's what my mom was doing. So I can relate.
But so that is a sneak peek into my mommy issues.
Oh, Lord.
my-
We have kind of the same.
Mind you,
Wow.
during this time, I'm a straight A student. All my teachers would write recommendations for me. I could sneak out of class
Rub it
and
in a
go.
little.
I would sneak out of class and go to the library, and the librarian would look at me and go, "You're not supposed to be here." I know. Okay, well, while you're here, help me with this. Okay.
Okay.
Like, I was that. She was gargling.
Ooh, what a
Guys, stop it. Too soon.
Too soon.
30 years ago? How old do you think I am, Manny?
I made her 3. What?
I was in high school while...
30 years ago.
Okay,
Were you
who's
50?
next? Mommy
I'll go
issues?
next if you want me to.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're gonna hear my trauma. I love you. I don't know. Mine kind of started. I don't know. My mom just wasn't emotionally available when I was a kid. She was there. She was there.
Sort
But
of.
she wasn't. And I don't know. She hit my dad a lot, so that started it off. And then one morning we were getting up for school. My dad walks in my bedroom. I look at him and go, "What the hell happened to your face?" I'm like 11. My mom beat the shit out of him, and she went to jail that morning, or that night. This was in 2019. And
Yep.
my dad's like, "So you guys can go see your mom half the time," and me and my brothers are like, "Why the fuck would we do that?" She hits us
I
at
was
home.
there for this.
Hey, yeah, and at that point, you're old enough to make that decision.
I was around for this. I remember this.
And so then it was like, okay, and we were like, yeah, we don't want to see her. I very much was like, I don't want to see her at all. My brothers, my one brother has severe autism, so he couldn't really have a say. The other one wanted to see her. I did not. So then we started doing court, and after that court case, my mom had a court-appointed restraining order on my dad, so he could not be on any property he was on for over a year and a half. I think it was a year and a half.
Something like that, yeah.
But they still legally were married and lived together. So when he was at work in the day, she would come over to the house. And she'd more or less come over just to harass me and like yell at me. One time she came over and walked in and was like, "Hey, so you," and also she cheated on my father. We all found out. She's like, "So you told my one cousin about the guy she cheated on with, who was also a registered sex offender."
Oh, lovely.
That was my dad's
Mhm.
one thing. Hey, I don't care that you do whatever, but my kids, especially my one brother with autism, will never be around him. If I ever hear about that, you're going to jail. Like, no. So she was like, "Hey, you told your cousin?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then she proceeded to beat the shit out of me. Cops called. She had a no contact order on me that night. So she couldn't get any property I was on for a year. That got lifted. We went back to what we were doing. Then she had a warrant out for her arrest for another assault case on me. That night, shout out to Elote and Mom. They came and picked me up from the house. I ran away because she was there, and I knew
To
she
my
had a
house.
warrant, and she knew. She did not realize I ran away for 3 hours. Proceeded to text me saying, I need to come the fuck home. I told her, nope. Did not do that. Stopped going on visits with her, and she'd call the cops on me and try and have them make me go when I was like 13, 14. And she was like telling my dad that he had to like drag me out the house, and he was not gonna do that. He wanted me to go. He was very pro have a relationship with your mom, and I was very pro I'd rather die. And then she was living with a family friend, and it was this guy I went to school with's grandma, and this said guy had proceeded to sexually assault me, and then we told her, and then she sided with him.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So that's when I cut her off officially. I was like, you're done.
Good.
What else has she done? She's broken in
Oh.
a few times.
I was about to say, slashing tires, threatening to beat my mom's ass,
yeah.
my ass, accusing me of.
Oh yeah, I've slept with everybody. I was
Oh.
this huge whore. She accused me of sleeping with everyone and their mother.
Well, yeah, because she slept with everybody, so she just thinks,
That's
hey.
the opposite of my mother.
I was like 12, by the way.
Oh my god, what a fucking cunt.
Like,
Wow,
it was crazy.
that's special.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Because I
Apparently-
I was gay.
Apparently, because
Was
this
she
is
the town
right around the
bike?
time when. Yeah, pretty much. But
No, that's Puppy's mom.
this is like when I
Yeah.
came into the picture. This was all starting, so I've been there for all of it. So
Yeah. This all started right before we started to see, like a year, like less than a year before we started hanging
less than
out.
a year.
Like, it was, she went to jail, we started hanging out.
Yep. Yeah, that was. It's been interesting for sure.
She then, I like did my best. Like I still have her on like, you can still get a hold of me, but I don't go see her by any means. And I saw her maybe a month ago, and before that, it'd probably been months before I'd seen her in person in forever.
I saw her 2 weeks ago.
Well, yeah, that's
what
different
else?
for you, because let's see, because she's still in the state for you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She's 10 minutes from my house. Maybe I know where she lives, but
7. She's
yeah.
7.
What else did she do? Oh, one time I told her because she was yelling. She really only physically abused me and my brother with autism, the one that can't speak for himself. She didn't. My other brother, she very emotionally abused him. She was yelling at him one day because he fed her pet she neglected and got mad at him. So I said from the other room, "Well, it's your lizard." And then she proceeded to rip the PS4 out the wall, take it, and like threw the controller through the wall, and never saw that ever again. 2 days later, Elote's mom bought me a new one, by the way. Shout out to her once again.
Right.
I
my
love
mom.
mom.
Yeah. For
And
those
then she
that don't
decided-
know,
My-
mom's
my mom is
adopting
the
all of
Discord
us.
Mom.
So when I
For
stopped
those
seeing
that-
her when I was like 15, like I like literally stopped going over there. I haven't seen her since I think literally my 15th birthday. And then my one brother, when he turned, they're twins, they're both twins, but when he turned 18, she more or less told him, you're done. Like, you can't, like, more or less was like, yeah, kicked him out. Like, said don't come over anymore for no reason, just because she didn't want to. And now she's trying to get him to go work for her, as a caregiver for my other brother, because she had the other guy that she had taking care of her other son. Didn't work out. She'll still text my dad being like, well, I have your other kid that she stole because my dad and brother both had COVID, and she didn't want to send, my dad should have taken her immunocompromised son into a house with COVID. So
Oh
she
my
took away his
God.
custody. Because they were doing it outside the court. And my brother has a immune disease. So he gets sick really easily. He has really
Very
bad lungs.
easily.
Very bad lungs. He had it as a baby. So she was like, hey, you don't want to take your kid when you have COVID? When he doesn't have COVID? I was at Elote's house. I didn't have COVID. But how dare you? And then just stop letting us see him.
For like months. We
We didn't
haven't
see him for 7 months.
for 7 months. That was awful. It was literally so
It was
awful.
awful for you. I've known him my whole life.
I know.
But she still only sees him. She doesn't see me at all, or my other brother at all. And we get my one brother every other weekend now. But my mom's a little insane, a little crazy. Oh, when I
Little?
was in high school, I got told by one of our family friends, who was family friends with the people she was living with, which is really funny that she told me this. At this person's job, she got caught on video camera sucking that sex offender's dick in a car.
Wow.
And I had the video and everything, and I was like, fuck yeah. Took that shit to court. I was like, yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, you don't want my
That's
brother around.
crazy.
My dad was like, I don't care if you date him, but my kids will never be around that man.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Fuck that.
But yeah.
Shout out to Lester's dad for being a good dad.
Yep.
Yeah.
She got banned from coming to my school because she had a no contact order on me, and she'd try and show up to my volleyball games all the time. She wasn't allowed to be there, obviously. The school had the paper. And then she'd have her friends go to the games though and take pictures of me, and then she'd post them on Facebook. Like she was there. Like she was in my life still. It was crazy.
That's crazy as fuck.
Shout out to Danielle. Fuck you.
For real.
She's insane though. I don't know. My mom's crazy. She's broken in. She's called the cops. She's not called the cops.
Sliced tires.
Flashed tires. She's tried to show up at Belote's house. She's done all the things.
I have
I don't know.
primary. Oh, that sucks, Manning.
But I don't know. Mommy issues, I guess.
Okay, puppy. Do you have a 7-minute?
Yeah, puppy. Put it all into compact. You have 7 minutes. Go.
Or if you just want to do a small sneak bit like what I
Okay,
did.
real quick. Little background of what my mother is. What kind of person she is.
Great person. She's a great person, guys.
Amazing,
well,
phenomenal. That's what we're talking about her.
My oldest brother, his father was her pimp. And then my dad
Oh.
threatened him and got my mom. And then she had 3 kids with him. I was one of those. She cheated on him while we were like, when I was probably about 3. And had my sister. And, she still came back, and my dad, like an idiot, let her. And she would, when she would go to cheat on him, she would take me with her and just leave me in the living room. I went with her, so that's an alibi that she wasn't cheating on him. And,
You can just stop nobody. Jesus Christ.
she always encouraged me having tons of sex with anyone I could and, doing drugs and all that
My
good
mom
jazz.
was like that too a little bit.
And,
I don't know. She was very pro me sleeping with people, and I was like, I'm a minor. I didn't even know what that was.
like, let's jump, make
Yeah,
it
that's a
quick.
dad
Let's jump
though.
to the present. Maybe a year ago, she texted my other brother bragging that she just made $5 sucking some dude's dick in the parking lot of a gas station. So she still got it in her 50s.
She'll
If I
be
saw
that.
text, the way I'd kill I
Oh,
would lose.
I'll be right back.
She'll be that lady in a nursing home giving out gummers.
You ever seen those stories where like STDs go around nursing homes? and
Yeah,
shit?
I was just talking to
Yeah.
Kyle
Fucking
about
when they're old
this.
is crazy.
Oh, we were like, we're
Oh my
just
God,
like,
having a committee
damn.
outbreak at the nursing home. You're all 90.
Like, dude, it's one thing to like. I'm glad you're having fun and living
you're
your
all
best
fucking each
life,
other?
but
cheaters?
dude, get yourself checked out and stop passing it on. Use some fucking protection.
Also,
they're all
man.
90. Why would they care?
Yeah, they're
No,
gonna die
literally.
anyway. Who the fuck
I
cares?
feel like that would just be an annoying thing to also be suffering with. Like, if I'm in a walker in a wheelchair and I have, like, an STD, I'd be pissed. I'd be so fucking annoyed. No.
Oh, that's a thing. Perplexed. I didn't even think about that. It's probably a fucked up help fucking them. Yeah. Yeah. There's probably some helpers out there fucking them too.
Staff member.
Okay, so Wolf, he has a daddy. This is not daddy issues night, it's mommy issues, but whatever. Okay, daddy issue. For Wolf, I have one issue with my dad. He likes to forget to tell me things like when he goes into hospital for a few days or had a heart attack.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Yeah, he's awful.
To me, that's just a dad. My dad does the fucking same thing. I think
Mine
it's a
does too.
generation thing.
Oh, does your dad do the same thing?
I don't know, he's on the shelf. He can't really tell me
I-
anything.
Tell him I say hi. He's a great punchline.
Hi, Dad! Yep,
No,
there-
Hold on,
there's
hold on, let me grab him. Hold on, let me grab him.
Let me grab him is crazy. Let me grab him.
Anything more to add, puppy, before I go into Manny's daddy issue?
No, not really.
Okay, we can carry on with more of that
I
later.
mean, there's a shitload, but
I have way more. I just
Oh yeah, I same. I have way more too. I just gave like the first one. So here is a quick daddy issue story. My niece's dad tells her stories, and according to him, he had to bail me and my sister out of jail. Mind you, I have never been in jail. The man is a compulsive liar and is constantly lying and making shit up. She started to catch on as she gets older that he lies a lot. So who's this?
Yeah.
My niece's dad. So what? Your brother-in-law?
Niece's dad.
Or
the
would-be
uncle.
brother-in-law, or the baby
No,
daddy
niece's
of
dad,
baby
said
daddy.
baby
of
daddy
that.
of said niece. Okay,
So either
ex
sibling
brother-in-law.
and/or-
there we go.
Yeah, with whoever
Kids.
had kid.
Okay, well, yeah, fuck them. Fuck compulsive liars.
As we were talking about dads, let me actually grab mine.
I gotta go.
You gotta go. Where are you going?
Seth just texted me. We gotta go to the hospital.
Oh no.
Well, I gotta take him.
Is he okay?
Okay, go.
His hand's not okay.
What
oh
did you...
no.
Okay, text me about it later. We'll
Yeah.
maybe hear
let
that.
us know.
The
Go,
update
get
us
out
on.
there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bye.
Bye. Let me figure out how to hang this up. Okay.
Have
bye.
fun. Bye.
Bye.
Fun.
Yeah.
I hope Seth's fine. Jesus fucking Christ.
Right.
I know, right? Okay. Anyway, guys, that's an interesting way to end a fucking episode.
No, for
But
real.
Everybody say hi to my dad.
Hi, Dad.
Bye.
Dude, that's like very similar to the one that my brother's in.
Who left?
Puppy, he had to go take Seth to the hospital.
Seth to the hospital.
Yep.
Oh,
Seth
did
hurt
he?
his hand or fucked up his hand. Something to his hand.
Alright, we're
Oh.
gonna put him back on the shelf.
Yep.
Tune
Yep.
in
Go.
next
Go.
time
Go.
to
Put...
find out what happened to
That's
Seth.
who
Yep.
next time.
For real.
To be continued. My cat has a bigger urn. Well, that's only a portion of Dad's ashes. Thank you very much. Why is your dad? Why is your dad? He lost a little weight.
He lost a little weight.
It's called Slim Thick. That's what we call it.
Slim
Yeah,
Fast
Slim
works real
Thick.
well, guys. That's his ass ash. Oh my god.
I don't hope I have its ass.
Oh
I
my
also
God.
have.
They're also all
I
mixed
have
together.
two
You
more.
definitely have a piece of something you don't want to have.
I know.
Oh,
probably
whatever.
got
You're,
asshole
you're just
something.
flipping it off every day anyway.
Penis?
What? Penis? No, I don't want to know if I have my brother's penis. That's just fucked up.
I want you. You should. Have you ever gone to a psychic where they like talk to the? I don't know if you.
I want to, cause well, my
You
brother's
should.
dead.
Talk
Oh
to a
my
penis?
gosh.
No, not talk to a
Talk to your
penis.
penis?
You have to go to a psychic for that? You just get no bitches is all I'm hearing.
No, I've talked to a penis when it's left a mushroom stamp on my forehead.
Oh
Do you
my-
sing into it like a mic?
Guys, it's 10 p.m.
No. But okay. Anyway, guys, that's where we're leaving it. Check in 2 weeks. Next week I'll just do a normal stream with some games and such. I'm thinking about doing BioShock 2.
Yeah, Bioshock 2
to-
Infinite.
To find no, Infinite's the third one, goofball.
I don't know. I don't care. I don't play
So,
that. I don't care.
come back in 2 weeks to find out what the fuck
No
happened to Seth's hand, because that's gonna be Puppy's update.
Right?
I can't wait.
I already played one. That's why that's why I'm moving on to 2.
Well, now you gotta play one again.
No, I'm not
Or-
playing one again. I already beat it. I wanted to.
Well, then.
I have
put
other
them
games I
to
want to
your
play. I also have the
VODs.
Witcher
Put
series.
them
I have
to your
the
VODs.
Little Nightmare
Put-
series.
I
I
don't know
have.
what the fuck Winter
Oh, Little
series
Nightmares
is.
is so good.
All those
But
games
point
you won't play
them to
without-
your VODs, Death. Let them watch your VOD of you
VODs.
playing
Well, the Bioshock one
one.
is in my VODs. It's like literally the only video that stays on my Twitch. I don't know why, but I'm glad it does because what? With all the stories shared tonight, play Suicide Squad. I hear it's amazing. I don't own that one. If you buy it for
That's
me and send it to me,
great.
maybe I will because I'm
It's a
I'm
superhero movie or
not
something.
buying anything right now because my list
Yeah,
is
you're
so
playing
long.
it.
It's not good.
Deadshot,
I'm kidding.
Pink Shark, Harley
It's not good. I'm kidding.
Quinn,
Who's Pink Shark?
Oh, Jeff.
Killing the
Marvel Rivals. I gotta get into Marvel
Okay.
Rivals. I might
Killing
just
the
do some
deep.
Black Ops though.
What?
I'm really on a
What?
Black Ops kick.
Jax, you are breaking up really badly. I heard something about Pink
Night.
Shark and Killer in the
Good night,
Deep.
Potato. Anyway, good night,
Happy
guys.
potato.
Good
Pink
night.
Shark.
Resident.
King.
I own Resident Evil
Night.
games too, as well. I have like 5 of them. Okay. Anyway, everyone have a great night. We will see you in 2 weeks.
And remember to tune in.
Yes,
Fun
for Seth's
times.
hand.
For Seth's hand.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.